For the latest top tips, reviews and advice, please subscribe below.
Hello and welcome to Attwoolls Outdoors with me, Mike. Today I'm going to do a bit of a kind of a review video on a product from Isabella. So with me here today, I'm talking about the Isabella four-sided windbreak. So the windbreak, or windscreen as they also call it, is available kind of in sort of three main options. So really they have the sort of the windscreen north. Essentially all of them, actually to be fair, are 4 panels. So you've got 4 panels in this particular range, and the whole length of it is 4.60 meters. So it works about 115 centimeters per panel. You've got the carbon X frame, so it's a really nice sort of lightweight but also still strong, robust frame. And one of the joys of generally with Isabella windbreaks in particular is the fact that generally you don't need to have additional guide points on, so you can pitch them. They stay really nice and taut, and the key really is down to actually the foot plate itself. So the joys with the foot plate itself, you've got a really nice spike, so you can get it really deeply into the ground. Put your foot plate directly on, and then the pole goes directly on top. Again, gives it a really nice sort of strong stability. Admittedly, if you wanted to, there's no reason why you couldn't necessarily add an extra guy rail on if you wanted for a bit more space, but generally, and from a pitching point of view, the key with pitching them is sort of start with one foot plate, use the top bar to then distance your next pole and your foot plate in. That way you're not having to constantly reposition your foot plates, because admittedly, once you get it in the ground, you don't really want to be taking it back out. So, really beautiful fabric to match necessarily the awnings. You've got, like I said earlier, 3 options. You've got necessarily the north, then they do the grey, and then they also do the Ventus. The grey and the north are obviously the beautiful materials you see here, so it's nice acrylic fabric, about 295 grams, matched the actual awnings as well, so it works really well. So tend to be fair, if you've got the north material, you match it up with the north awning. If you've got the grey, it doesn't matter if you've got the Dawn or the Etna, it works really quite nicely from that as well. A single upright pole, so there's nothing really to kind of like fully put together. Again, it helps kind of with its overall rigidity, and then you've got the clasp naturally over the top. What you can look at doing is actually adding the mega windbreak gate onto there. So if you wanted to have kind of your still enclosure, you can buy 2 of these together, and then you can connect them together by having that gate as well. So it gives you a really nice kind of overall enclosure. So the north and the grey work really nicely to kind of block the wind directly out. They also do the Ventus, which we've got just located here. In fact, we'll kind of bring the camera around. What it really kind of is actually, it's the same windbreak, but you've got mesh part to it as well. So it's designed really to diffuse the wind rather than completely stop it. And also you've got that element of visibility as well. But again, same principle, really quite nice and light. The 2-tone colour works really well and just helps to create that little point directly around there as well. And you can see how we've got the north version. We've got the classic kind of Isabella porthole window. Really nice in structure, and obviously the key thing is probably getting the spike lower to the ground to stop the draft coming down from underneath. But really robust, works really nicely. I think actually the colours do really tend to match the awnings really quite smartly. And again, even when you look at, say, the Ventus there, when we got it directly there, we have got all 3 of them kind of located over in the section over here. So we've got all 3 of them put together, so you can pick and choose. And again, we've got the option of the actual gate, so you can really nice and open it. All the same height. You can also, in the kind of the range, they do a slightly taller version, the 3-paneled grey, and also the flex, where you can add panels onto it. But we've kind of done separate videos on those in total. But that kind of gives you a bit more of an idea, and you can see kind of the carbon frame there as well. And I think also the fact that you can obviously add the gate to it does give the whole thing a different dynamic, especially with the latch that goes almost directly on. I think it's a really good option. Like I said, you can obviously add a couple together if you wanted to, just by including the gate, or if you butt the poles up together. Immediately you have maybe a minor draft coming between them all, but it still will give you a bit more flexibility, and naturally you can create kind of whatever shape you like as well. So you just can obviously pivot per each panel. So if you want yourself a nice sort of rounded kind of shape, like a sort of 50p piece, you can work around, or if you just want a dead straight parts like we have here, 2-tone, creates a really nice kind of seating area out here. I think that works really quite well. For more information on individual features and pack sizes, for example, you can check the link below this video, which we've got all those listed there, be it the North, the Grey or the Ventus, so you can pick and choose kind of what really suits you. But that's kind of our little video review on the Isabella windscreens, i.e. the 4-side ones. Feel free to check our latest prices and deals we've got on the offers. as well as obviously feel free to comment in the box below what you think of the product, because it's always good to have feedback from yourself as well. But hopefully, though, we shall see you again soon in the next video that we do. But that's kind of our little one on the Isabella windscreen.